I now give the floor to the representative of Fiji.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, Fiji welcomes this opportunity to make this statement after the vote on the Pacific Small Island Developing States draft resolution on climate change and its possible security implications as contained in document A/63/L8/Rev1 of 18th of May 2009. My delegation supports and endorses the statement made by the distinguished permanent representative of Nauru on behalf of the Pacific SIDS and other co-sponsors of the draft resolution. We deeply appreciate and value their unwavering support, and we pay tribute to this Assembly for adopting the draft resolution by consensus. Mr. President, when we started this initiative, little did we realize that we would ruffle some feathers and unintentionally step on some sensitive toes. We apologize for that breach of good manners. We were encouraged by the reception accorded to us by the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. We were never given a lecture by any one of them. We were given advice and suggestions. On reflection, this particular reception on the part of the permanent members of the Security Council, gave us enormous courage to press on despite looming difficulties. A reading of the list of co-sponsors speaks volume of the intensity of our lobbying efforts, but more importantly, a testimony of human solidarity. For the sponsors of the resolution are among the smallest and the most vulnerable of member states of the United Nations. Mr. President, looking back over the last 12 months or so, our draft resolution has generated widespread discussion and debate. However, the approval of the resolution by consensus is a tribute to all those who have been preoccupied by the long and drawn-out consultation. Equally important, it is recognition on the part of the international community that it has acknowledged that the issue of climate change cannot and should not be viewed in isolation. This resolution, Mr. President, we believe touches a wide area of concern to the human family. It touches economic, social, demographic, and political interests, and above all, international peace and security. At the end of the day, these concerns are part of the matrix that affect our life, and for us in the Pacific, our survival, the protection of our identity, our traditions, and our culture. For small island states, the security implications of climate change have been first and foremost a threat to our very existence as sovereign nations. All else, Mr. President, will be immaterial if statehood is lost through rising sea levels and warming seas caused by climate change. It is for small island states a clear and present danger, a zero-sum game, if you will, that may decide their future membership of this august assembly. Our situation, Mr. President, also bears some parallel to the current global financial and economic crisis. Small island states become the victims of a devastating phenomenon, not of their own making. Having said that, Mr. President, we have no desire to apportion blame. We must, however, acknowledge the past in order to address the present and plan for the future. We fully recognize that climate change is a global problem that requires a concerted global plan of action. And this resolution is but one of the many plans needed to address the existential threat posed by climate change. Fiji, therefore, is pleased that the General Assembly has adopted this resolution by consensus. We invite the United Nations and all its relevant organs, including the General Assembly, ECOSOC, and indeed the Security Council, within their respective mandates, to redouble their efforts in addressing the issue of climate change and its possible security implications. The journey to Copenhagen, Mr. President, has been strengthened substantially. Finally, Mr. President, to conclude, allow me once again, on behalf of my delegation, and indeed on behalf of our community from the Pacific, to thank this Assembly for adopting the resolution by consensus. Thank you, Mr. President.